Welcome back to E-Bike Nation. I'm Dan, and today we're talking about what it's really like for seniors to ride the Cyrusher Komoda 2.0. Not just for fun, but for real life riding on city streets and bike trails. If you're thinking about exploring your neighborhood, commuting, or just enjoying the fresh air, this is for you. The Cyrusher Komoda 2 isn't your average e-bike, it's a step-through frame, which makes it much easier for seniors or riders with mobility issues to get on and off. No leg swinging gymnastics required. It's also got fat tires and dual suspension, meaning it's more forgiving on potholes, gravel, or uneven pavement. The 750-watt motor gives you plenty of power, but the bike stays comfortable, not twitchy or overwhelming. So, what's the catch? Well, riding this thing in real city conditions and on trails requires some know how. Let's walk or ride through it. City street riding, intersections, and traffic. City riding for senior comes with challenges. Intersections are one of the biggest. You've got cars, pedestrians, buses, scooters. It's a dance of chaos. On the Komoda, I recommend pedal assist level 1 or 2 for better control. If you rely too much on the throttle in stop and go traffic, the torque can shoot you forward fast. Always keep 2 fingers on the brakes, especially in tight zones. Park cars and doors. Here's something many new riders overlook: dooring. When someone opens their car door into the bike lane, it can be a disaster. Stay at least 3 feet away from parked cars when possible. The Komoda's wider tires give you stability, but that doesn't protect you from surprise doors. And remember, you can't always stop quickly on an e-bike going 20 miles per hour. Lane positioning. Seniors often feel pressure to hug the curb, but that can be dangerous. Take the lane when needed, especially if it's too narrow to share safely. Be visible and predictable. I always say keep your head on a swivel and situational awareness. Bright colored clothing and a blinking taillight, day or night, is a game changer. Sounds and distractions. City noise can be overwhelming. Horns, sirens, barking dogs. Some seniors wear earbuds to relax, but I say leave one earbud open at least. You need full awareness. That split second of hearing can keep you safe. Trail riding. Relaxed, but not risk free. Bike trails feel peaceful, and they are, but they come with their own set of rules. First, trail etiquette matters. Call out when passing, on your left, even if you're riding slowly. The Komoda's quiet motor makes it easy to sneak up on walkers and other cyclists. That's not a good thing. Be heard, be seen. Off-leash dogs and joggers. One of the most common trail hazards, off-leash dogs. They dart across the path with no warning. Keep your fingers near the brakes and ride at a pace where you can stop in seconds. Same goes for joggers wearing headphones. They may not hear your bell or voice. Gravel, roots, and wet leaves. Many trails have unpaved sections. Gravel, roots, even wet leaves in the fall. The Komoda handles these better than most e-bikes thanks to those fat tires, but it's not invincible. Lower your tire pressure slightly for better traction, and don't make sharp turns on loose surfaces. Slow and steady wins the trail. Safety gear and riding comfort. Helmet fit and visibility. Always wear a helmet. That's step 1. Make sure it fits snug and sits low on your forehead. For city rides, I suggest one with a built-in rear light or helmet-mounted mirror. Visibility is your best friend. Reflective vest, ankle bands, or handlebar lights, anything that catches attention helps drivers and others spot you. Saddle and posture. The Komoda saddle is decent, but riding posture makes the biggest difference for seniors. Keep your elbows slightly bent, shoulders relaxed, and don't grip the bars too tightly. If you're riding longer distances, consider a gel seat cover or a suspension seat post. Upgrade. Your back and hips will thank you. Real life scenarios, a senior city to trail ride. Let's picture this. You're a 73-year-old rider named Dan. You start your morning route heading downtown to the farmer's market. You roll off the driveway, hit a few intersections, and then cruise through a shaded bike trail along the river. You pass a dog walker, a family on bikes, and a jogger. You give a friendly bell ring and wave. Your fat tires soak up the occasional route bump. The suspension smooths the trail. It's a beautiful ride, a mix of excitement and peace. Then you hit the city again. Buses and cars surround you. You'll ride confidently in the bike lane, stay alert, make eye contact with drivers at stop signs, and finish your ride with a big smile and a full basket of veggies. That's what the Side Rusher Komodo can do if you respect it and end the road. My closing thoughts about trail riding. Riding the Side Rusher Komodo 2 as a senior, whether in the city or on the trail, is about balance. Not just physical balance, but the balance of confidence and caution, power and patience. This e-bike opens up a world of freedom, but it's not a toy, it's a tool. Use it wisely, ride defensively, and keep enjoying the ride. Here's a breakdown of potential dangers of riding the Side Rusher Komodo 2.0 in downtown and city areas, especially for seniors or casual riders. While the Komodo 2.0 is a sturdy, full suspension fat tire e-bike with a step-through frame for accessibility, city riding presents unique hazards. Top dangers of riding the Side Rusher Komodo 2 downtown. Fast acceleration in tight traffic. The Komodo 2's powerful motors, 750 watt, delivers quick burst of speed, which can feel jerky in congested areas. Inconsistent throttle control can cause riders to surge into intersections or crowded pedestrians. Stick to pedal assist levels 1 to 2 in traffic heavy zones for smoother, safer starts. Limit visibility to drivers. Despite its bold design, lower profile step through e bikes can be harder for drivers to see, especially next to trucks or SUVs. The upright seating position might reduce your ability to see over parked cars at intersections. Use a high visibility vest or helmet light and always ride with front and rear flashing lights. Heavy frame handling and stop and go traffic. The Komodo weighs about 74 pounds, which makes it harder to maneuver during stop and go traffic or sharp turns. Mounting curbs, squeezing through narrow gaps, or quick U-turns are more difficult with a fat tire full suspension e-bike. Practice slow, speed turns, and tight space handling in a parking lot before taking it downtown. Pedestrian interactions. In urban areas with crowded sidewalks, there's a temptation to hop onto pedestrian paths. This can be dangerous for both riders and walkers. The Komodo's wide handlebars and fat tires take up more space, increasing the chance of bumping others. Always dismount and walk your bike in pedestrian, dense areas or narrow sidewalks. Riding over tracks, potholes, and curbs. While the Komodo handles bumps better than many e-bikes, trolley tracks, potholes, or sharp curbs can still unbalance the ride. Full suspension helps, but tire pressure and rider speed matter more for urban obstacle safety. Keep your tire pressure moderate and eyes ahead to avoid sudden jarring bumps. Distractions and noise. Urban environments have constant distractions. Honking, sirens, people, scooters, food trucks, dogs. Riders can lose focus and miss hazards like opening car doors or changing signals. Ride with one earbud at most, or none, and keep your head on a swivel. Theft risk. Downtown means high foot traffic and higher risk of theft. A flashy e-bike like the Komoda draws attention, good and bad. Always use a heavy-duty U-lock and if possible, bring the battery inside with you. Lock the frame and the rear wheel. As I roll out to do some city riding here in downtown, I just wanted to go over a few things that just got to be a little careful when you're out riding, especially on downtown city streets. Right away, you feel the city buzz. People walking, buses pulling up, and bikes weaving in and out. The Komoda handles it like a champ. I keep pedal assist on level 2, just enough to keep my legs fresh without losing control. With all the traffic around, you want smooth starts, not sudden surges. Every intersection in Dayton has its own vibe. Some lights change fast. Some cars don't yield. You really have to stay alert, and I mean eyes up and hands ready, at the brakes kind of alert. I ride past the Schuster Center and through Courthouse Square. That's where things get tighter, more pedestrians, more crosswalks. A delivery truck pulls out without signaling, and I'm glad I kept my speed low. It's a good reminder city riding is about how fast you go. It's about how smart you ride. I glance in my rearview mirror. Yep, a city bus creeping up behind me. I hold my line, take the lane confidently. It's legal and it's safer than hugging the curb and risking a close pass. Coming up on Main Street, the road surface gets a little rough. Old pavement cracks the works. But the Komoda's fat tires and full suspension make a huge difference. You still feel the bumps, but they don't rattle your joints. One thing I love about downtown Dayton is the River Loop Trail access. I dip off near Monument Avenue and head toward the Great Miami River Trail. Boom. Suddenly it's peaceful, quiet, birds chirping. Just minutes ago I was in traffic chaos. Now I'm coasting along the river. That's Dayton for you. City and nature side by side. A quick note about safety. I wear a high visible vest and always keep a flashing rear light on, even in daylight. Downtown drivers aren't always expecting bikes, especially e-bikes that move fast. I always keep my bell handy. You'd be surprised how many pedestrians step into the bike lane looking at their phones. And don't forget about parking. If I stop for a coffee near Oregon District or a quick bite at Canal Street Arcade, I lock my Komodo up with a heavy-duty U-lock. Dayton's friendly, but bike theft can happen anywhere. So that's what is like riding downtown Dayton on an e-bike as a senior. It's thrilling, it's freeing, but it takes awareness, preparation, and the right mindset. The Cyrusher Komodo 2 makes it easier, stable, comfortable, and powerful, but the key is still the rider. Here are my final thoughts. After riding through downtown Dayton on my Cyrusher Komodo 2, I've got to say it's more than just a bike ride. It's freedom. I'm not just pedaling through traffic, I'm part of the city's rhythm. I'm moving under my own power, feeling the wind, taking in the sights, and staying active, all without feeling overwhelmed or worn out. But make no mistake, city riding is real riding. You've got to stay sharp. Cars, buses, sudden stops, they all demand attention. That's where I ride, with caution, not ego. I don't need to go fast, I just need to ride smart. The Komoda handles city streets beautifully. Those fat tires and full suspensions eat up the cracks and bumps, and that step-through frame makes every stoplight easier. It's built for riders like me, riders who've earned comfort without giving up adventure. What I love most is the way the ride connects me to my hometown. I see places I used to walk past years ago. Now I glide by with ease. I wave to neighbors, nod to joggers, and sometimes just stop and take it all in. Riding through downtown reminds me that growing older doesn't mean slowing down. It just means choosing your ride wisely. And for me, that ride is electric. So here's my final thought. If you're a senior wondering if an e-bike can handle real-world riding in a real city, the answer is yes. But the real question is, are you ready to rediscover your city one ride at a time? I'm Dan Calley with E-Bike Nation. Thanks for coming along with me today. And whenever your e-bike takes you next, I hope it brings you confidence, freedom, and a whole lot of joy. I'll see you on the next ride.